What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we have something to talk about, and it's something that I saw going around online, and everybody on this platform, everybody that's been a part of my channel for a very long time, knows that I am both a DC fan and a Marvel fan, and now I'm an independent superhero fan with the Boys universe that's been expanded on, the Invincible universe that's been expanded on, and the state of the superhero genre, I guess if you want to call it, has been one that has been very interesting because you have a lot of fans that still love to tune in and see what new content comes out, and then you have a lot of fans like me that is very tired of Marvel and DC because of the lack of care that they're giving these very legendary characters on both ends, superheroes and villains for both properties. But recently there has been Supergirl set leaks to come out, and no one really cares about Supergirl too much, and I think that's crazy, but everybody's more up in arms with Jason Momoa, who has now been confirmed and is confirmed to play Lobo in Supergirl. Lobo is a very legendary, be it newer super villain that's come out in the last 20 years or so, to Superman and Supergirl. He's a bounty hunter. He's a space bounty hunter, and it sounds how it is. He's a hired bounty hunter and goes and hunts and brings back either escape aliens or aliens that has a bounty on their head. Pretty much, it literally is literally how it sounds. Right now, Jason Momoa played Aquaman in the Snyderverse, if you want to call it. He was cast back in, I think he said even before BVS came out, he was cast to play Aquaman, like 7 years, some insane number. He was cast before BVS was even, the production on it was even thought of. He was cast back when Man of Steel was being shot, I think. He was cast as Aquaman, Arthur Curry, the King of Atlantis, the Sea God, the Sea Metahuman, whatever you want to call him, and I liked him as the OG Aquaman, the brooding, tough, biker, Mick Jagger-esque type of Aquaman. But James Wan came out and did his take on that Aquaman, took some of the same elements from Snyder, added some of his elements from the quirky comic book Aquamans and all of that, like the colorful costume and the riding a seahorse joke that was out, him talking to fish, and then recently with James Gunn's Peacemaker, him having intercourse with fish, apparently. And I didn't think that was funny in one bit. I don't think stuff like that, especially in these type of movies, need to really be explored. We all know how Clark Kent and Lois Lane has their children. We all know how anyone has their children. And Aquaman being an aquatic metahuman, okay, cool. He dabbles in fish orgies or whatever, but I didn't think that needed to be talked about. But it has recently come out that Jason Momoa is now playing a new villain in the DCU, or DC, well, the DCU, James Gunn's DC and Peter Safran's DCU, and that villain is going to be Lobo. Now, here next to me, you can see that there was some set photo leaks. And although Jason Momoa really does fit Lobo, like physically, you know what? Fuck it. This DCU has been extremely, as far as the costumes go, has been extremely lazy. You all could go back and watch my videos that I did on the other superheroes like Guy Gardner's Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, Superman, Mr. Terrifics, all of their costumes. I think I did one video that I just ripped apart their costumes, because this DC incarnation, the characters, the costume is all very just lazily done, and this is no exception. Now, am I excited that Lobo is part of the DCU? Yes, I am. I'm happy that we're going to have a character on screen that could not only fit the physicality of Kal-El and I forgot her, Zor-El or something like that, Supergirl, but he also has, hopefully they do it properly, where he has that personality that everybody loves from Lobo. Preferably, hopefully they do it from the Lobo from the Young Justice TV show, because I really love that that character, that Lobo. But what I don't see in this picture, and they may do it because I do see green screen or green paint on parts of the bike. What they may do is CGI it in, but what I don't see is his bike, his space bike, who has its own is basically a sentient being, all on its own. And then I don't know if that's a leather jacket, but this Lobo has it must be a blazer or a leather jacket or something, and some gloves, and some biker gloves. When I tell you that I have a feeling they're going to make Lobo a metahuman, the feeling is strong with this one. I really feel like they're about to make Lobo a metahuman. And not that, it's lazy. It's very lazy. It really doesn't expand on what's out there. But I really hope they don't go down the path of making this character because he there's been times where he's whooped most of the team members on the Justice League's asses. This dude is physically just on another level that you wouldn't think that he could be. He could go toe to toe with some of the most powerful Justice League characters if they don't nerf him in the movies, because these movies do have a tendency to nerf their characters. Yeah. Now, looking at this picture, it looks like they're in a desert of some sort, or it could be a barren wasteland, or another planet, or a moon, or Mars or something. But I think it's Earth and the desert. Lobo's on his motorcycle. Jason Momoa's Lobo's on his motorcycle. And the face paint, the aesthetics, everything looks pretty good. How the black around the eyes kind of point up and down. His skin's very gray and his hair's long, and the mustache and the beard. Cool. Dope. It's very simple. Lobo's a very simple character, but his attire is what I think makes him timeless, because you have this space alien that is a bounty hunter, but he has this rock star look about him. You know what I mean? And that's what I think made the character so just polarizing in the short time that he's been out, is because, for one, he's kicked Justice League's ass, members of the Justice League's ass, some of the most powerful ones. He has that awesome space sentient motorcycle bike thing, okay? He has the gift to jab with his mouth. He's like CM Punk on the microphone. In his attire. His attire in a lot of this character's incarnations, I think, makes him pretty cool. This looks like a very real picture to me. This looks like an actual leak. They were on set. They had pictures of him and Supergirl on set together. And I mean, Supergirl's costume looked pretty good. Lobo's costume looks pretty lazy. Am I looking forward to a Supergirl movie? Not really, when we really haven't been introduced. See, James Gunn is doing what he said he wasn't going to do. And I spoke about that in an older video when I first heard that he was announced to be the new CEO. But he's doing what he said he wouldn't do. Or he was going to do, and he was going to do differently than what Snyder did previously, which was lay groundwork for a lot of these characters, introduce us to a lot of these characters, and do it the proper way so we have time to build a relationship with these characters. Superman's coming in, he's already established. Most of the superheroes are already established. You know, it seems like Supergirl's gonna already be established in this universe. Lobo's already, so we're not really having an opportunity to learn the characters. Now, granted, this is a set leak. A lot could change by the time this movie comes out, and I am fully aware of that. I'm going off of what I'm seeing in front of me right now, and I'm not passing judgment on the movie because although, no, I'm lied. I lied. Superman, that movie just, I'm not. After seeing that Crypto to Super, But I've always been the one to go watch something and see how it plays out before I completely pass judgment on it. Especially now that I've gotten a lot older from when I first started this channel. And now that I'm making my own films and write my own scripts and going back with my production and rewriting it. So I can understand a lot better than now. I can understand it a lot better. But being that this company has a very bad history of just throwing shit together to catch up with another studio who's been out since Wesley Snipes' Blade was out in the late 90s, it's kind of hard to pass. It's hard to just sit here and be like, no, they got it. Like I said in the old videos, James Gunn has already said you don't need to read the comic books. We're going our own way with it. That's what I really think he's doing with a lot of these movies. You ain't got to read the comics. We're going our own way with it. Don't worry about it. You good. Am I looking forward to seeing Lobo on screen? Excuse me, because this video went on a lot longer than I wanted it to, and all of it's going up. I'm not going to really edit anything out. But, am I looking forward to seeing Lobo? Yes. Do I think that this is his final form? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe the sleeves get ripped off during his fight with Supergirl or some of the other heroes that may show up in this. Will he get his famous space bike? Don't know. Maybe. Are we going to see gods? Don't know, James. All I'm really seeing is superheroes and metahumans. No monsters. I mean, creature command. My computer, not my computer, but my camera's memory was full. Again, I shoot my movies on the same camera. Forgot to switch to SD cards. It's okay, but you know, as I was getting to, we have to wait and see what is coming from the studio at this point. Marvel's doing a couple of things over there that looks pretty good. Like I'm looking forward to Fantastic Four. I'm looking forward to the Thunderbolts. But again, you have to take all of these studios at this point with a grain of salt because all they're looking for is your money. You know, so they can pump out more product and get a return on what they're giving, what they've given you with production costs, actors, visual effects, you know, all of that. So if you like my, I guess, review or discussion on Jason Momoa's Lobo, let me know in the comment section what you think. Thank you guys that are new and have subscribed for coming and joining in the shit talk. If you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate you being here since the beginning. You've seen this channel go through a lot of fucking changes, and I thank you for your patience. But, you know, I change like the wind, I guess. I love you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends and family. You guys all have a very blessed day. I am going to sleep.